And we are now live.
Alright, so, Misty, take it away.
Okay. So, to my potentially flawed memory, when we last left off, we were busy talking with Pinkie, and she was being pretty heckin' fatalistic. Trainwreck and Misty were like, yeah, no, that's not a good way of thinking, and if you can't figure out a way to get us back in a couple days, we're probably going to do something stupid and try to help, because yeah, we're not just going to sit around and we could be helping people. Screw that. So Eminem's like, okay, fine. And then they stuff us in the back of a giant van and dump us in this 50-floor hotel, dump us in a room on the 34th floor, and is like, okay, go near any windows or go out the door or outside or anything like that, and you're in big trouble. Okay? Okay. And the party was just kind of stunned for a bit, and they're like, holy crap, is this carpet? Is this beds? This isn't what beds look like. And then Trainwreck discovered the showers, and Missy's just like, oh my gosh, a potion to end my burnout so I don't have a throbbing headache. She drank it, and she's like, oh shit, I know stuff. And then she zapped Soul and restored her wings and horn, though caused pain and caused her to black out because medicine or something. And Trainwreck came out, and there were conversations that went on about pre-war this and that with Masher and Trainwreck. Next morning, during the night, Aurora the Changeling went out to go get some disguises and food and stuff, so that way we would have things. Then in the morning, brain work. In the morning,
Room service.
missed with a bit of everything for breakfast, including pizza and other sorts of junk foods too, apparently. Let's see. Misty tried a shower, ate a bite of soap, and spat it out because, oh my gosh, this tastes horrible. Why are you advertising this as strawberry when it clearly doesn't taste like strawberry? And she healed Trainwreck's limbs, though not her eyes or ears and stuff, because she didn't know how that magic would work, and she didn't want to make things way worse and stuff. So Trainwreck has her legs back, and party has explored the hotel a little bit, finding a library that has a lot of audio tapes and other things, but not really much in the way of magic books. They discovered a pool on the top floor where they discovered that everyone seemed to be perceiving time at different rates or something, because Missy's all like, what? We've only been here for 10 minutes. How can it have been half an hour? That's BS. You don't know how to tell time. And then Soul's like, well, according to my pit buck, it's 7 o'clock. And it's like, what? No, that's not. And then Barry comes along when we go back inside to the lobby, and she's like, what are you talking about? It's 8 o'clock. We're like, what? And then the door knocked, and apparently we have some MOM lawyer or something about to tell us all, hey, do this, don't do this. Reasons. And that was the worst recap because I already gave a recap, and then Barry's like, we're not live yet. And it's like, why'd you have me recap? So that's my lazier second recap. So.
Again, you jumped the gun.
No, you were sucking. It's we were supposed to start half an hour. I'm blaming you for all my problems because I'm 7.
Alright. So, to fill in a few gaps, all the hotel staff are blind.
Right.
Which she didn't mention this time. Aurora went out mainly for just clothes and fixer for Trainwreck. Not much else because that's the only thing she'd been given as a thing to go get. And the person that has arrived is Hydra's newest character for the time being, given that they're back in time. And they are a lawyer here to catch the party up on equestrian law, the how-to basics of it, as well as give them fake items. So
I'm just imagining the whole law conversation will go down like the end of Guardians of the Galaxy. Say someone has something I want, and I take it. That's theft. That's illegal. But what if I want it more? It's like illegal. No, that doesn't track, sir. I want it more than they do.
I think that would be more Aurora than Soul. Because her entire trait is being stubborn.
But they're not using their emotions. Still kind of wrong, though. But why? They're not using them.
Alright. Before we continue telling jokes for the next 30 hours, as has been stated, Hydra's character, Callisto. Did I say that anywhere?
Yeah, it's close enough. Callisto
has came in to freshen the bump on equestrian law.
Yeah, which
you all can RP that out if you want. I leave that up to you.
All right. Well, it shouldn't take her too long. Just
the entire American justice system.
He wants to give them more of a crash course. Like, yeah, don't do bad things, guys.
But I want to.
No murder. No thievery. No pillaging.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Don't set anything on fire without checking.
Yeah, basically, just treat everyone else how you'd want to be treated, and it'll be fine.
That's a pretty bad way to look at it.
Well, she also passes out the passports to everyone, just in case they need to use them for something. But of course, they're not really supposed to go out and get seen anyway, but it's just in case.
Your new name is Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde. Because I couldn't think of anything. So, what would you all be doing? And because back in time, cool and all, not a whole lot can happen in like a day. So, well, stuff can happen, but not an insane amount of things on the interesting side can happen in a day. So I'll be sort of generalizing it, like, what did you do today?
Yeah, well, Callisto won't stay long after explaining the things, because she has the NDAs to rewrite involving the mine. So,
Mine/stable.
Yes.
Alright. So, aside from Callisto, what would a lot of you be doing? I know Masher is currently in the library.
Trainwreck would probably ask Barry about how to use a pip-buck.
And Barry, needing something to occupy herself, would go through and give the lessons on how to use the pip-buck to anyone who needs it, not just a train wreck.
Would you go in like full detail and try and teach them as much as you can, or just like the crash course of it?
Teach them as much as I can, since not much else we can do until we hear back from Pinkie Pie.
Punkabo.
Alright, since everyone is currently on a different time scale, both in and I think out of game, I'll say 4 hours later for the people that like want to learn hitbook stuff. And you'll have a good enough understanding of how things work, though you still don't understand how it can somehow catalog all the different stuff that you're carrying, and neither
no
does
one
Barry.
understands that.
You kind of just get a shrug for that one.
No, this is real.
But you
convenient.
understand the buttons and everything. I'll say that like in the lot. So I'll give you pit book training for the people that would acquire it as a quest perk or a trained perk or whatever. As for Mistay, would you be doing that or something else?
I mean, it can't hurt. I mean, 4 hours is a long time to just sit, but
The real question is, can Misty sit still for that long?
what kind of role would it be? Like willpower with a huge penalty, or
I don't know. I think willpower is the greatest.
Yeah, probably
for
will.
it.
okay, is that something you want to get high on or low on?
Low.
Oh crap! I'm in huge trouble.
Like, oh no, I'm screwed.
Oh well, I rolled a 2, so like that's about as best as I can do.
Yeah. So you learn how to pit buck. Jazz hands,
Literally
yeah.
the second we're done, I'm gone.
Like, Barry doesn't even finish saying congratulations, and you're just gone.
Kids.
Aurora doesn't even know where you went, and she's like, "What?"
Look, I've between temporary bonuses and this and that, I have like 18 endurance right now. She's going nuts with energy right now. Especially considering that real food was given to her and no one
She
told
just
her to stop.
bolts out the door, runs around the planet, and comes back in. Haha, screw you, water. I can walk on you.
Ooh, you know what Tremek's gonna do? Since this is before the bombs drop, pre-war radio stations. Attempt to record some stuff.
That's fair. You would hear something a bit surprising. DJ Pone would be one of the things on the radio. Not DJ Pone 3, but still, DJ Pony. Though it's more... It's a bit different than you would, like, expect. It's no longer a news thing as much as it is purely music and a good bit of dubstep.
Whoops.
Wubstep, yeah.
What is this wub?
What are you talking about?
Wub's enough to clean the dishes with.
Alright. But since like not much can happen in a day, I'll be skipping around a bit from day to day and asking for general things of what you're doing. But for today, like in game, I mean, uh, I'll go sort of by play, since we've been in game out of RP. So soon enough, 5 hours from whenever you guys were in the lobby, so an hour after you all have been taught, you would be told that the pinkest of pones is in the lobby. Along with a scientist-style looking person. You're not sure if it's who's it or what's it from the lab, but it's one of them. I am proud of those names. I assume you all would eventually correlate down there?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Along with some pizza.
Like you just show up, hey, I have pizza. Ignore the
Yeah,
they
pepperoni on it.
Yeah,
Ignore the
it's all
pepperoni.
gone.
It's
at
pink.
least 5 or 6 hours after breakfast, so yeah, we probably have lunch.
You can have pizza for lunch. You can have pizza for breakfast. You can have pizza for a snack. It's the universal food. But, as you all would show up, she would come over to you a lot. I heard you all are... Yeah. I don't remember who's it called it. So what's happening? I'm thank you for staying indoors, except for she glares at Soul. Thank you for staying indoors.
I am not apologizing.
I will not apologize.
I will not apologize for art.
Carl.
Okay, good. You guys knew where I was. Okay.
What?
Alright, so thank you all for staying in. As for your current issue of time dilation, I think is who's it called it? I'm not entirely sure how that could be fixed. Is it really too big of an issue for you all? Like, being an hour ahead is kind of like, spring forward and fall back, though, forever.
Considering that it seems to go against the very nature of reality, which, from no, I won't say it. Would be rude of me to go based off of hearsay in 2 century old books. But it's something that may seem innocuous, but could have unforeseen consequences if not resolved. I just hope that upon being able to be returned back, that will set things back as they should be.
Oh, speaking of that, I don't have any idea how to make a way for you back, but I do know a bit about it. Been digging around, asked a few people, mainly scientists, in my court, as well as the Ministry of Arcane Science. Mostly the ones in my pocket. You may or may not appear at the same time you left. It appears to be a sort of, as best they can guess, you would likely appear at least a week after you left. Maybe 5 days. But from there it could go ballistic with years, maybe months. They're not sure. As for consistency, they also have no clue how many would end up here, there, who were that, blah. And to make something that would send you back, we don't have the technology currently established. And now out of game, I will let you choose when you go back. Because some people might want to be here for longer, but still I want you to be, like, connected with the party. You know?
So basically, we can are able to stay as long as we need to in the past, but when we do go back, it's all going to be to the same point in time
or at least close or similar. Sounds like
enough for us to see the survivors of the hole over to Salvation City, get them settled in, and then head on over to the ship. For
well, I mean, if we're gonna jump ahead a week when we get back, they're probably already there at the hole.
I will already go ahead and tell you this because it would be apparent knowledge whenever you get there. Gage has moved them over to the hole. That's all I'm going to give you, but he has.
To Salvation
City, yeah.
Salvation City, they were already at the hole.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh.
Well, at least he did something right.
No, that remains to be seen.
God.
Yeah, we go to Salvation City and find out that Gage has declared himself king.
Oh God!
If that happens, I'm going to give him a plasma grenade up the ass. I'm giving him a full-blown. I'm gonna give him a full-blown plasma suppository and not be sad about it.
Maybe you shouldn't jinx things, because I haven't decided.
No, don't give him a plasma suppository. Give him a balefire suppository. We still have that.
You do still have that.
Oh God, we're walking around and past Equestria with a fucking balefire egg.
Oh.
Hey, you see, this is the thing that ends the world.
But we couldn't find a mega spell to bring along with us.
I don't know, if we stay long enough, I could probably make one.
I appreciate y'all's faith in me.
Well, if that's the case, then I'd imagine the Masher would definitely have to go back earlier because Ghoul needs rads. But would it be possible for Barry and Misty to stay long enough to get some magic training so they can both increase their spell repertoire a bit?
That would indeed be possible.
Because, yeah, apart from
what seditious unicorn is going to teach us?
I mean, you'll have...
Post the idea, I'm just like, boy, is that going to take a...
10 years later, you just hop back. Hey, we're back.
I mean, you probably would have at least some of the force of a ministry mayor behind you. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing what that can get done.
I mean, you say that, but we all remember what happened to Zakora.
Well, Pinkie's
These are
already.
fair points.
Pinkie has already helped us indirectly by leaving that specialty suit of armor for us to find.
Specialty eyebrow raise intensify.
I'm just saying, like, it doesn't necessarily matter that we have one ministry mayor vouching for us when shocked there are a bunch of individuals underneath them who may or may not be more than willing to take things into their own lives. Just saying. That's all.
I mean, near the end of the war, it is kind of like Pinkie has just not got anything near the end of the war. Right now...
No, I say Pinkie... actually, in the story, Pinkie was incredibly close to actually, saving Equestria. They were storming the building, the people who planted the bomb the day the bombs went off.
Saving it, yes. But at the same time, like, this person needs to be under arrest. No, they don't. They're free. Okay, thanks. So, in, like, the more... with her more loyal people, and in the more, like, secretive sense, yes. But at the same time, no. But that's
I'm not even sure what that we're talking about, really.
Alright, but, like, near the end of the war is not right now, so, yeah. This is still... This is before Big Mac's death, but a good bit after the Little Horn Massacre, if that makes any sense.
Let's see at that time.
So, continue. Yeah, right. But yes, it should be roughly scatter shots of you arriving. You all could arrive at the same spot in the same point in time, but I honestly have no idea.
Alright, so Luna is currently the head of state then. Celestia abdicated the throne. And the ministries were officially formed, so let's see. Timeline. Mega spells might not be established yet.
They get established, I think they get established a little bit before Big Mac dies, or a little bit after. It's one of the two.
Before.
Yeah, because it was after that Applejack's like, okay, power now.
Yeah, first Little Horn Massacre, Luna becomes head of state, then she makes the ministries, in the Ministry of Peace, try to find a way to, officially end the war. Project Care ended up making the mega spells. Then Shattertooth Fridge happened, with Big Mac.
Okay, so Mega Spells technology has been discovered, and it's being held out the... Alright.
Yeah.
Power armor, though, Callisto, like, would have no clue what power armor is if Misty was wearing it. Like, what is this?
Okay, it just means I can wear my fox outfit. No one will bat an eye at that.
I mean... So, as for other things, I'm certain you're going to want to know about.
But, I mean...
There has been a bit of buzz, best I can describe it. On the island west of here, it's I always forget these tribal names. No, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it exactly. But there's been some buzz over there. Some passport issue with a zebra. So, I'm not sure if it's pertaining to your comic book sounding villain, but that's going on over there. There was a tussle in the booths, and they dropped a grenade, killing a few guards before they disappeared. Could be a terrorist attack. Could be them. Don't know. It's what we're labeling it as currently.
I think I just spaced out for a couple minutes. I'm sorry. What about grenades and guards and what?
Pinkie has told you that there is some activity in the passport area of the second island over to the west, and the zebra in question, not sure if it's the benefactor, but they dropped a grenade in a tussle through customs and whatnot, disappearing after it killed a few guards. And they're labeling it as a terrorist attack. So
guards are innocent up here. Okay. Sure.
I mean, that's another universal constant there.
I don't want you all to be spotted, seen, even. But I know you're not going to stay here. So, as of a temporary concern, you will be on official Ministry of Morale business as spies and secret agents. If government officials, any of the other ministries get involved, they'll have to answer to me for the time being. I'm currently pretty well off. I know that doesn't last in the future. It's pretty good, but it's not perfect. Don't do anything stupid with this power, alright?
I shall try my best, Miss Pie.
Thank you. And if someone's racist to you, Barry, just shrug it off, please.
I'm used to receiving racist remarks from my kind and from those outside of my kind. So, yes, I will shrug it off.
As for the rest of you, I can see Soul has her horn back. So she's got her way through not being spotted. And Misty, we need to find you some hats.
It's Misty in the
She's wearing her mage hat right now.
outfit.
Some more high-class hats.
Excuse you? She has just insulted her mother's hat. Pinkie is... Okay. Missy's taking out a notebook. She's scribbling in it.
She's on the list.
She's on the list. I'll come back from the future just to kill you.
No. She is the snowball that goes up your nose in the middle of the fight. She is the rain that splatters upon your goggles. She is Misty Mage.
I'm shaking in my boots.
Your character is quite cute.
Darkwing Duck called. He wants his shtick back.
Look, I was trying to come up with stuff off the top of my head. That was the best I could do. Give me a break.
I'm teasing.
Having working mics makes making jokes so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
So, what will you all be doing? She will, if you want to leave, provide transport and mostly discreet methods of travel. Though, again, Misty, if you're going to wear power armor, that's a bit more difficult. Sure, you have a van, but that's a heavy thing. You need a truck for that.
It's not as heavy as Trainwreck's armor still.
Then you double need a truck in that case.
Yeah, it's just a giant hunk of metal.
I wonder, Miss Pie, would there be any chance that I could get some specialty magic training while we're here, so I can expand my spell selection? Shield and Radguard are very useful spells, but I'm still somewhat limited in what I can do.
And I doubt that last one's going to be too effective currently.
Yeah. Until we get back home, it basically is completely useless. From what I've observed through my previous training, it seems my natural proficiency leans towards defense spells. But I'd like to try and learn some medical spells as well. If anything, to help make medical supplies last longer.
I'll see what I can do. Pull a few strings. Zebras aren't too fondly looked on, and you know that.
Oh, very much so.
I'll pull a few strings. See if I can get you some time in one of the Ministry of Arcane Science buildings.
My thanks, Miss Pie.
As for the outfits for your lot, you need to cover the undesirable standout bits of your appearance. I brought a few. Take your pick. Pre-war clothing delight. As for outfits that would be available, basically anything you all can think of within reason. You're not gonna have some of those fancy things from, like, I say fancy, but honestly half of them look stupid. the things from freaking the red carpet and like fashion shows. You're not gonna have that stuff.
That'd be wasted on me anyway.
Your standard just clothes that have the occasional bit of glitter through them, maybe. It's nothing rarity style.
I have a character I'd say that's pretty rarity style. Just bedazzled the fuck out of them.
I said a bit of glitter. And that's at the, like, pinnacle of what you might get. Though I think Misty will be happy with anything like, ooh, fancy clothing.
I mean, she's already
clothing in general.
She has her Pixie Sticks outfit, and she has a tuxedo Mark 4. So depends if they've got anything more
have
fancy.
A mark? Like, I know
because I fixed it multiple times.
That's
so
fair.
It's a Mark 4 to go. It's been combined 3 times.
Does that like give it extra DT or anything?
Yeah. It has a total of 8 DT and plus 50. Let's see. Let me look at my inventory. Sorry. A Mark 5 tuxedo. Plus 8 DT plus 20 to barter. Because she just looks so down.
You pulled a ballistic weave with your thing. I am impressed. Alright. Misty, I prefer you put something less bedazzling on. Here's a top hat. I know you have a suit.
Does it do magic better?
No. Sorry.
Okay. And she'll put it on top of Pixie's knee.
As for Barry, take your pick. Because it just needs to cover your limbs being cybernetic.
Well, the horn is something that's gonna be hard to cover, so I'm definitely gonna need some kind of a hat.
Hats are great. Imagine one of those like hats with a feather on it. The feather is hollowed out to the Trainwreck. You already have bugs. Masher. You don't have much that needs covering in the clothing, like in the cyberneck or any of that department, because your entire body looks like a raisin. You can just say that you have a skin condition.
Yeah, or wear some a face wraps and say you're a burn victim or something.
I was just about to say that.
Radiation burns.
Not wrong.
Just
he is one of the old movies with the Balefire.
I mean, just give him a couple of changes of uniform from his old unit, and I'll be like, "Yeah, no, I suffered massive burns on fighting the stripes."
Trainwreck hides the flamer.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. How are you going to carry your bigger weapons? Because
Trainwreck will go without it.
That's the thing called you're not supposed to carry a gun in public.
Yeah, Trainwreck is just going to leave the flamer in the hotel room because it's a light flamer. It's it's just above a flare pistol, and Trainwreck's a lot more effective with unarmed combat. So like wearing a zap sock shouldn't stand out much. Oh wait, no, she has a Solaris hook, so
like any of the smaller pistols, easy. Any of the bigger pistols, a bit more annoying to conceal.
Yeah, Trainwreck would probably have her
SMGs. I can somewhat imagine from Asher, maybe one. Rifles,
yeah.
anything bigger than a rifle.
Yeah,
I
Trina
mean,
would have her Solaris hoof in her saddlebags, and just have, the boxing boots on the hind legs and just brass hooves.
So with those restrictions on weaponry in public, at least, you can maybe cram your rifle into your saddlebags, maybe, with a bit of luck, and a lot of other hope. But with those restrictions on weapons and the fact that you can go from the hotel, as well as just her giving you free transport effectively, where anything you all would be doing. I know.
I mentioned Trainwreck might ask
Yeah,
if they
I know.
can
I
have.
know what you're doing, but I
Well,
want to know.
I mean, Trainwreck is probably also going to want to ask for some Mystery of Morale barding or something, because wearing giant bulky metal black scorched armor is probably going to stand out too much, while wearing some security MLM style barding would probably go a lot better in public.
That is true. That is very true.
And perhaps for Barry some Ministry of Peace gear so she can still practice if need be, and just, she's a doctor.
Alright. So, for your lot, Ministry of Awesome Peace or Mom armor would be allowed. Nothing on the heavy side, but medium armors are allowed. Or just going butt naked. That's cool too. Not really. It's not.
People, yeah.
Don't do that. You'll get weird looks from the peoples.
Well, technically, isn't this at the point where it was still optional, or was I don't know that much about the backstory of FOE, so I don't know if it got to a point where ponies don't normally wear clothes and end up getting phased out, or just became
the war's been going on for a while now, so yeah, we're pretty into the whole war era of Equestria, so yeah, clothing is
it would
pretty
have been
much
phased out by now, but it's not that. It's just that each and every one of you would kind of get weird looks from your appearance alone.
Mm-hmm. I mean, over at the hotel, Trainwreck, if I recall correctly, did mention that I could possibly pass for a Zoni.
Yep.
I'm not one, but I could pass for one.
That is true, so if need be, you can likely pass as one. Yeah. But before we get sidetracked, again, pick some armor, nothing above medium. And I don't have the book open right now, but something that looks decent and is feasible. And Mom combat armor is feasible, so yes.
Okay.
Something along those lines that's feasible looking to wear in public as an armor set or as clothing that isn't giving you a million benefits, because I know the second I said that, Misty thought battle dress.
What battle dress?
Okay, where's the armor list? What? Yep, it'd be easier if I just go to the appendix and actually look up the page number.
Well, there's MLM riot gear.
It's the thing that Barry's current extravagant armor is based on. Yeah, Ministry Peace to Awesome. Peace, Awesome, or Mom. Whichever. That's all you got in terms of armors you can pick from.
So I'm looking at a couple of zero things going, yeah, there's no way they've got any of those. Zebrakin's Shadow Silk Barding is like so cool, but sadly wouldn't be something they'd have, at least nowhere near yet.
Trinic would just want some MOM riot gear, or if not that, some standard like military police MOM armor.
I think military police would fit better because riot gear is for, believe it or not, riots. Police at least are like, oh, it's just the cops going along.
Yep. And
they
that
go into the
only
donut shop and
has
eat some donuts. That's a
Yeah,
big
that's,
police officer. It's fine.
yeah, that's a 18 DT.
Said awesome image or morale.
Awesome peace or morale.
I don't think awesome has anything.
Yeah,
If
like,
they don't,
There are the shadow bolts and stuff.
I'll say those aren't armed. Oh, okay. I guess they're close, so I guess that counts. I guess.
well, considering it's well over 200 years from being formed. I'm guessing the NCR combat armor is out of the question.
oh yeah, that is far.
I know. I wasn't expecting it. I was just making the joke because I still love that armor set because it looks so damn cool.
Oh heck, an MOM assassin suit would be pretty good because that would entirely cover your body, and you'd be pink.
MLP combat armor?
MOM assassin suit.
No, I mean for Barry.
It's there too.
MOP combat armor.
Mm-hmm.
MLP. Wow,
MOP.
You don't wear a mop on your head?
Apparently.
Ministry of Peace combat armor. 15 DT, 25 weight, plus 5 medicine, plus 5 Ac and Lore or AS&T, and hacking and matrix tech.
I like MLP combat armor more.
See, I've never heard of it, so it must be legendary or something.
And Trinex armor is gonna be a bit lower now, but that's what we get for trying to be more discreet. It does have increased stun DT.
Imagine if you weren't discreet, you just walked outside and everyone just looked at you. Like, what? I'm a wrestler. I have to look interesting.
I know. I can just walk out with a pimp outfit. I'm sure no one will give me a second glance at that.
You see this horn of mine? I duct taped it there. Alright, so you all have your armors / clothing. And if you don't, oh well, you can figure it out. What would you be doing that isn't like simple things of chillaxing or eating food?
If we're chillaxing, then I should probably go Ministry of Awesome police armor.
Okay, are we actually going somewhere, or is this just, right, here's something to wear if you go somewhere?
Well, we basically have given the okay, they've accepted that we're gonna be able to, we're gonna be heading out, out and about. So we're given badges and armor. So
Well, I
you know, we
get
have
that. I'm just saying, is it like a sure thing we're going out, or is it just a case of, yeah, if you do, use these?
I guess it sounds like the
I guess
question
you don't
is, do
have
we
to do
have any
anything, but
specific armor? Do we have any specific quests or whatnot that we're
Yeah,
doing, or is this
basically.
more of we should start just going, I'm going to stay for X weeks, months, years, whatever?
They haven't built the technology yet for you to go back. So,
Well, I got 2
we'll
weeks.
be doing a bit back here. I'm just wondering what you all will be doing for the rest of this day, and then we'll go on from there.
Well, the good part of this day has already been preset for the for the pip buck training, and other than that, not much else to do until the magic lessons get started.
All right.
At least for Barry.
In terms of like time span, which would be a day or two, because you know how politics works; it goes slowly.
Like
What would
molasses
the
in
rest of you all
January.
be doing for the time?
And
Or waiting for, trying to achieve?
And you're also kind of a robot-y there, Pepsi.
Sorry. But that would take like 2 or so days for her thing to get by, since politics is slow. What would the rest of you all be doing, or trying to achieve, waiting for in that time period?
I already PM'd mine.
All right.
I mean, unless anyone needs him for something, he's still going to be in the library poring over various manuals for vehicles or whatever. He has a project in mind.
It really is a good thing you don't have Gage with you.
If Gage was with us, there's a good chance we just shot him.
If Gage was with you, you see, you would not be in a hotel. There would be another small square thing that is debatably more solid, though a lot less lavish. All right.
If anything, while those gears are turning, Barry can help Masher in the library. It's something productive to do.
All right. And to end off, Misty, what would you be doing?
Just training stuff.
Can you repeat? I'm sorry.
Just training stuff.
All right. Well, that works. Hank would come back, say that, hey, yeah, you can do training and whatnot. I'll give you like the proper stuff of, hey, you learned this, or you could learn that, or whatnot later, because that will drag down the session. I know that for a fact. As for other stuff while you're training, how long would you be training for?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's a kind of indefinite thing of different sessions across different days. Got it.
I mean, again, she has 18 endurance and she's a kid. There's
So you,
if she stops, it's because she's eating, or she's just blacked out because Soul hit her on the back of the head with a 2x4.
that's not. I wasn't technically asking you. I was asking like Barry as for learning magic.
Sorry.
But yeah, that works too.
As for learning magic, she's already been through the heavy duty drills course over with her first round of training, so she's now has a good mindset and is adapted to intense training to learn and master spells. So she's going to be putting in a lot of effort to get as many spells mastered as she possibly can within the schools of defense and healing. The only time venturing out of those is if the instructor has a suggestion that they feel would be useful, given whether or not the instructor is fully briefed or not.
All right. So you'd be doing that for time across a few days.
Mm-hmm.
About a week would pass in total, as you all just relaxed, trained, ate food, gorged yourselves, maybe went out to the pub. That's a heavy maybe.
Yeah, karaoke night.
Karaoke night. I'm from the future. Everyone just stops.
A pub with a private booth.
Yeah. So you'd be doing all that as the week passes. She'd come back. All right. I have a bit of news. Our zebra, quote-unquote, friend I need your help with dealing with him. He is on the island west of here. I'll provide the boat tickets, plane tickets, whichever one you want to take, honestly. Actually, you could always just take a car. That works too. I haven't had people take a car in a while. But yeah. I need your help with him. Because if believe it or not, guards are pretty incompetent.
Gosh,
Taking care of him is our plan anyway. And so, every party member currently in the group has a Pip-Boy, right?
Yep.
All right.
And
make sure to sync up our clocks, and also give each other our tags, our Pip-Book tags. So we can find each other at any time.
Pip-Book tags and radio frequencies are completely different. Just gonna let you know.
I know, but all of our Pip-Bucks have a tag, and that's actually a thing. We can locate a
I know it is.
tag.
I'm just saying, some people like to lump the two together, and I'm like, no.
But yeah, just make sure we all have each other's Pip-Buck tags.
Alright, so 90% Pip-Book tags work on satellite information, so that should be pretty unanimous wherever you go. I know you're not all that well equipped currently. I mean, you killed him last time, so
yeah, the problem is with getting him to stay dead. He seems to be.
Well, you are going somewhere. You might be able to learn a bit about that. You're not gonna like it, Barry.
Fuck.
It's not so much that it's racist ponies, it's just the result of racism. Also, war going on currently.
Great.
It would be wrong to just let you go in blindly. There have been prisons, and that's hard. I'm not going to call them training camps. They're prisons for a large portion of Equestria's zebra population. More so these islands, seeing as they're kind of smack dab between the two continents.
So these islands that we have been exploring all this time were originally made as prisons for my kind.
No. Originally, you all got along pretty well down here. And then the war started. It's all been pushed to the other island. This one's supposed to be the holly jolly, hey, everything is fine poster one, as well as the one south here with all the attraction.
You may want to rejoin the call.
Are you on a microphone or on a phone?
I hate this phone. Sometimes I hate it.
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Why are you using a phone?
My computer's mic doesn't work.
Do you have an external one that you could use?
It's not the... it's not that. It's just that the jack wherever you plug in your mic, as well as the mic itself in the computer, are like talking through a cheese grater and a grinder.
Oh.
These islands weren't made as prisons. They were... It's just that the one west of here was turned into one. Originally, you guys, the zebras and pony population down here, got along pretty well. It's just that a war started. And...
Let's,
It's a more recent adjustment.
Yeah, everyone go pack up your things. Get ready to move out.
This island was sort of like a... Hey, everything's fine down here. And it's kept spick and spam. The one south of here is like an entire attraction across the island. And the one north of here... about the same. Though... There are... And this is, I think, what he's after. Or at least has something to do with it. It wouldn't make too much sense in the current time. And I don't see the end of the world shifting from dates. But... I think he's after the nuclear silos on this part of the world. For some reason, the end of the world date hasn't shifted yet. Thanks, Celestia. I don't know what he's after. And I need you to head over to the West Island and figure out what area he's at and what he's up to. Before chaos ensues.
He must be stopped, but perhaps once all this is done and we're able to return back with the fruits of our training and whatnot that we've been putting in so far, perhaps after we're gone, you could try and dig around and find any clues as to what's keeping him bound to this world and leave a little note for us with what you find.
That might be smart. And that's also why I kind of brought up the other island. It is a mostly zebra populace, not entirely by their choice, but perhaps you could figure something out.
A few elder...
Seeing as you are a more tribal people and I am not all that well versed in spirits, obviously.
A few elders who are still connected to the spirits of the days long past. Possibly with a connection to when the benefactor first roamed these lands. A fair point.
I will send a car to pick you up. You moving by boat, road, plane? How are y'all?
I take it you've seen a glimpse of what the place looks like in our time. So, how about
You'll be moving by car.
I was going to go above board. I was going to suggest maybe take us along the equivalent to the route we'd have to take back in our own time, so we can get a proverbial lay of the land.
You can also say that. Boat then?
I'd say that might be a good idea. I mean,
because from what I can tell, the road connecting these two is kind of blown up by a mega spell.
Yeah.
Balefire bomb.
Mm-hmm.
One of the two.
Yeah, and this could be an opportunity for us to indirectly get a sense of what our route might potentially have. Granted, not nearly as much radiation, but a general idea of what the overall outlook might be, barring the whole mega spell detonation.
I will keep your leftover items here on the boat safe. I'm not sure you'll be able to necessarily travel with them sneaking around and all. You might. It's up to you. I don't advise it, because it's kind of illegal to carry weaponry around.
Good luck stopping me.
Shame I could. Wait, above board. Was that one idea I brought up last time? The storage compartment module. Well, did we ever get that resolved? Because that would make a great concealed carry.
I mean, you have one, don't you?
No, I don't.
It's a module. You have all modules installed.
It's one of the
thanks to Cyber Pony perk. I believe it's the Cyber Pony perk that states that.
Really? So if I had all modules
I think that it states that. I might be completely wrong.
Then, if I had all modules installed, then why did I need to go through the ordeal to get my horn in and still waiting on the wings?
That's not a module. That is a exterior cybernetic. The module is just like what you add on cybernetics, such as horn or cyber eyes or one of the eyes. I don't know. I'd be completely.
You don't know what a module is.
I know things.
The only thing that, because you have things like I have things already installed from when character creation, like the Night Heat and Electronic Signature Vision module, the Integrated Pickbuck module, the base modules, but
yeah,
the environmental
they
protection
specifically have module in the name.
So I'm going to have to go and look. Because I'm pretty sure it's just listed as a storage compartment, not as a module. I've just been using that as a general catch-all term.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it literally means module. For Cyber Pony, it means starting with all modules means all the base cyber modules
We've
installed,
been playing like
and
this
you
for
need
so
the
long that there's we're not changing it.
and you need the base module to actually have further cybernetics installed. It's like a mount.
Yeah, that's
what the
that's how I've been operating with it. With the having the all is means having the base eye module, the base head module, and the base chassis module, which I do have.
Basically, like having battle saddles. You have the capability of putting things on the battle saddle, but it doesn't mean the battle saddle already has hands.
Yeah. So, as for storage compartment, would you have that?
Looking it up. Gotta wait for this thing to load. Do 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 do.
How long would it take to repair a boat?
A boat?
Yeah, that's what we're going by boat.
Well, considering that it's been 200 years back in your time, it depends on the boat.
It's just listed as a storage compartment.
Then yeah, you would not have that. I'm sorry, you'll have to get that.
So yeah, so that going back to the original question, were we able to resolve whether or not it was possible to get that in while we were back here?
Yeah, that's one of the most basic modules. That should be gettable.
So,
if not now, maybe. If not, it's probably possible now to a year. Somewhat in that span. Maybe now, maybe a year from now.
So, I guess the question once again becomes: yay or nay? Was I able to get it installed by the point we have to leave for the extra concealed carry?
You're talking a matter of days.
Yeah. That's like a chest surgery. You have to be there for hours. There's a recovery time.
So no then.
Yeah, that'd be a no. Not to mention you're in a hotel. I'm not sure any of these people are doctors.
If we're in wartime, then all of the best surgeons are likely near the front lines, trying to help soldiers recover and such as quickly as possible.
There's
probably listeners.
How long would it take to get a boat prepared, like Pinkie said?
It depends on the boat, honestly. If it's got like a hole in the side of it, an hour or so. If it's like completely ripped in half, that's a good few weeks, maybe.
What are you talking about?
I think he
boat.
I'm thinking he misheard you say the word prepare as repair. He didn't hear the P.
Oh. To prepare a boat, a day. I mean, it's Pinkie Pie. She can do fairly.
Yeah, I just want to
she's part of the government.
Leaving, All right, everyone, get your stuff prepared, and tonight we're gonna head out in the town.
You're gonna head out on the town, and then you're gonna head out on a boat, and then you're gonna head out and just out. Yeah. Forget all of you all. We're going to Equestria. No.
I mean,
just go out and party, Baltimore, please.
We could just teleport there, but yeah, sure. But why not?
You've never been there before.
I mean, it would make it a really hard pack,
So, you gather your things, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Pink is not here to guide you. She'd just tell you where to go, where not to go, and give a kind of video game-esque area of this is the world you can explore. So yeah. It's just that there's no actual barriers to go into the rest of the world, so it's not completely video gamey.
Yeah, I just imagine just dragging everyone to a club or something. Just Baltimore's Tarzan Boy playing in the background.
Yeah, so Masher, you ever hang out around here back in the day?
Nope.
Well, worth a shot. I guess we'll just have to find some place and see what we can. Well, just to see what we can find then.
Yep.
I will go ahead and tell you this. This is the city that the Broken Steel is currently like parked at in your time. So you're a bit up from the hull and the vault within.
Oh,
but
so we're in Atlantic City.
It's like a car drive distance. As for things you'd be doing, roll perception, see what all you can find.
Well, we need to roll for karaoke.
We'll roll perception first to find karaoke. Seven versus 6, 2 versus 6, ooh la la, 3 versus 6. Roll perception for the people that haven't already. That is if you care about like finding stuff to do on the way.
I mean, Misty would want a map. Because if she gets a map of where everything is now, that basically tells you where ruins of interest are in the future.
I can guarantee you do not currently have a map.
Yeah, Trainwreck's idea is just that for the group to have a one fun night out before we're thrown into the shit again.
That charisma is like so. That's from like forever ago. It's actually versus 13.
Alright, so Masher don't see anything. He walks into a random stranger that's walking along and kind of gives him a cockeyed, like, what? Look.
To which he gets a glare in response.
It's a skin condition.
No, just like, go on, try something.
Barry.
I've seen the shit.
Barry and Trainwreck both have the same perception, so Barry first. You would see. What would you be more like? What would you like more? A bar, karaoke place? Actually, that's debatably the same thing. But a bar, movie theater, clothing shop, a restaurant. What would you prefer?
Yeah, a place where we can get some drinks and just enjoy each other's company, at a point in time where we don't overtly have to worry about raiders coming and trying to kill us.
So the bar / karaoke building.
Mm-hmm.
Trainwreck, you'd see the same place. For you, Misty, what would you prefer? Maybe toy store.
Yeah. He's just looking at stuff. I guess I didn't really.
Oh, right. I forgot. We should probably be given an allowance of bits or something.
in your clothing pockets is enough bits to carry you through the night, as well as just like buy a hotel and pay for it for
general
a
spending
week.
and stuff.
Yeah. Your expenses are paid enough to where you can get by for a week or so without having to worry about spending money. You have a credit card. No.
Why do you say no? Everything would be audited. Or is it being audited part of the problem?
You just don't have credit cards. I don't think they're invented yet. So, you'd find the karaoke / bar building and enjoy yourself. Let me see, what song was on the karaoke machine?
Well, we need to roll to a sing.
Well, there is a stat called performance. Or is it called profession? One of the two.
It's called
Profession.
Profession.
Gosh dang it.
Arguably, you could use charisma.
Charisma maybe, but that makes it seem a bit too easy.
I mean, it's Equestria, isn't like.
That's fair. Yeah, just roll charisma.
You can't go.
This is the most high
everyone...
stakes game of karaoke ever.
Yeah.
You can't go a week without some random group breaking out into song.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just say that the karaoke machine is selectable. So pick a song, any song that isn't from like Wasteland times.
Would be Pony Wife.
We can even Wild Wasteland it and have songs that haven't been made yet.
I actually messed up my macro. Sec. Just clean that up. Anyone else want to go
7
first?
out of 4 charisma. Oof.
Oh wait, hold on.
Wait, are you asking us to pick a song, or are you just asking us to roll?
Actually, my charisma is
Well,
6.
Trainwreck's the only one karaokeing right now.
I thought we were all in the place together.
Yeah,
but are you going to? Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Then do it.
That's fair. Anyone who wants to karaoke, roll charisma and pick a song, any song.
Yeah,
I messed up. My charisma is actually.
I'm making dinner. Sorry, so I'll be a minute.
Let me double check to make my actual. Oh, just want to make sure that that macro may be out of date. Oh my.
Yeah, so is mine.
My charisma is actually 9.
I was gonna say you all suck at karaoke, but
yeah. Since Trainwreck was drinking before, bump it up to a 7. Yeah.
Yeah, you can pick a song if you want. If not, I'll just pick a random one from my list of music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my charisma is actually a 7 with all the bonuses.
You barely make good music.
Yeah.
You are average. Or something.
Mediocre.
If Masher wants to do one, I have the perfect song for him.
I'll say, come on, Master, you can't say something like that and not.
Yes, I can.
And not try to. Well, no, I'm saying you can't say that and then not perform yourself.
I'm going to go with this one just because I actually like this song. I don't care how memey it is.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You could do this one for Trainwreck. This doesn't necessarily fit Trainwreck at all, but I like the song, so.
Yeah, I do have one. Yeah.
Alright, put it in music then. I'll listen to it on my free time, if I haven't already heard it.
Oh, heck. That's a lot of pressure.
I mean, if you really want me to roll charisma, I can roll. I'm just saying. I posted in Roll20 chat what it would sound like.
Mm-hmm.
Considering that we have a giant hulking mare and a zebra on stage and they aren't being ridiculed, I'm pretty sure it will be fine.
Oh, I'm not talking about ridicule. I'm just saying it might be unpleasant to the ears.
Misty gets up there and is like, listen to my voice, it's perfect. Actually, your sandpapery voice kind of fits the song that I put at least one of the characters in.
I mean, he's failing by a degree of 4.
That's fair.
Again. Sandpapering a cat.
So after karaoke goes good and bad and pretty average for most of you. Misty just like burst out with like perfect singing. She's in song, man. I haven't heard the song you posted, Misty, so I'll have to look at it, but or the one you posted, Ocean Zerkai. I'll have to look at those 2 songs, but
yeah, it feels a little fitting.
Alright. So, after karaoke and some of you being a bit buzzed, how else are you going to spend your night on the town? Are you going to reveal any deep, dark secrets and say you're from the future?
Buzzed or not, someone has to be the responsible one. The equivalent to the designated driver.
Well, considering Masher has a really hard time getting drunk in the first place.
This is fair. It's hard to get Masher drunk. He already knows how to drive a car. Maybe not follow the speed limit, but he knows how to drive it.
What can I say? He learned at the Jurgen Driving Academy.
Alright, in that case, how else are you spending your night before you get thrown back into the fray?
I think for Barry, it's just going to want to get a good night's sleep.
All right. What about? So you're taking a cat nap in your bed for 8 hours. It's definitely a nap if it's 8 hours long. It's not a sleep. What about you, Masher?
Well, as the
How
only
would
one
you end off the night?
Well, after making sure the rest of these people got back, intact, with most of, or at least a scrap of their dignity.
At least
Probably go
none
back.
of them peed on themselves on the way there.
Trust me, he's had some nights where not even that was accomplished.
Yeah, that's fair. So what would you do after getting them all home?
Go back to the books. You don't need to
That's
sleep.
fair. Yeah. Misty, would you have drank any? You're muted still.
Oh no, that stuff smells weird. Or wait, we're at a karaoke place. They probably have fruity drinks, don't they?
They would. And the good kind, not the like botched kind that
if she
no one
can get
knows
away
how to
with
fix.
that. She doesn't know any better.
What's the legal?
Taste weird.
What's the legal drinking age in Equestria?
I mean, she looks like.
I don't know. We were given fake IDs. Okay, I'm using it.
We were.
That's fair.
Multi-pass.
We were given fake IDs by the government.
Multi-pass.
Little Dallas multipass.
Aurora has found that she loves fruity drinks.
Corbin Dallas.
Oh no. This means Misty does not have an accountability buddy.
No. Soul is at least like there to make sure you don't crash into a tree, but
Yeah,
I've
where's
got 18
Aurora?
endurance. I'll be fine.
so you would drink a bit. What would you be doing to end off the night, though? After blowing away everyone at karaoke. Well, almost everyone. It was a 3, not a crit.
I thought that's what the drinking was.
Oh, you'd end off the night by drinking. Alright, that's fair. Barry is asleep. Trainwreck. You're the one who led this journey to Karaokeville.
Yeah. And,
How do you end it off?
Probably just, get some pizza to head back to the place, back to the hotel.
This is like the 4th pizza you've ate, Trainwreck.
Look, it's the best food. I miss you keep stealing slices.
I remember first bite of pizza, and Missy's like, "It's hot." And now you're like, "I need it."
Yeah, I just imagine a drunken Trainwreck also kind of bugging whoever happens to be awake like a masher. Just poke him while he's at the library.
Wait a second. Misty has a buzzed idea. Have we seen any candy shops along the way?
Oh no, you would have.
Oh no!
I'll say that you would have.
She's going to buy all of the chocolate.
Hey, you know what? Trainwreck will also buy some chocolate too.
All of it. And then she's going to put some chocolate on the pizza.
Well, this is probably gonna be the freshest chocolate that she's going to get to have. So.
Oh no. Soul would contemplate stopping you, but then she would value her sanity of not stopping. Like, you have dreams, she won't crush them.
I have a dream. I have a dream.
So, you spent all of your money, correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. She may or may not have tried to use her bottle caps at first.
Yeah, you tried to pay a little bit with caps, but then you remembered, oh wait, and you threw gold bits at the dude. So, you now have,
several pounds of chocolate.
bags. You know the plastic grocery bags you can usually get at any grocery store?
Mm-hmm.
You have 6 of those worth of chocolate.
Oh
and
dear.
The expensive kind of chocolate.
Good. I have a hoard. She is a dragon.
I know, but you have 6 big old bags of chocolate.
Yes, and she will hoard them. She is a dragon now. Rawr. And then she looks sad that she does not have a dragon outfit, and she knows what she must commission next.
Whenever you wake up, like, from your buzz, you're gonna regret eating that much chocolate on pizza.
Lies. How dare you slander chocolate pizza? Have you never had dessert pizza?
Eventually, everyone but Masher goes to sleep, and the morning comes, shining through the lights on Masher's face, telling him that, hey, I should probably go wake these people up, especially Trainwreck, who's passed out right there on the floor. I should probably wake these people up, but also they're going to be hungover and mad.
I should wake them up by being really loud.
At least the ones who drank excessively.
Where's that bugle?
Soul is perfectly fine. She didn't drink at all.
Missy's fine.
Barry
got 15 degrees of success on her endurance.
Misty's fine. Has slammed down 3 bottles of free drink.
Barry chose to drink responsibly. There is a mission the following day.
Aurora, on the other hand, oh no, she is like reenacting the scene from Titanic even now, like on the roof, on the diving board, not off the side of the building. She's just on the diving board reenacting Titanic.
Okay, I guess Misty's going up there. She doesn't know what this is, but clearly it's a thing, so she will help her achieve her dreams.
You know you're drunk whenever you
then why aren't you using your
still drunk? She drinks so many free drinks that she is drunk.
No, that
or she just has no tolerance. Okay. She also might just not have any tolerance. One of the two. But you'd all eventually wake up. Eventually. And I assume start getting ready to leave for proper leave. Getting free pizza as you go out the door. Mostly for Trainwreck. You would be around the mid-eastern part of town. And you'd have to go west out of the city to get to the... Well, actually, you could go north into the harbor where the Broken Steel ship is parked in your time. And I'd assume that would be what you do, so... you go to the harbor where a sort of Men in Black style looking person is standing near a boat. And it's contrasted perfectly by the party balloons.
Woohoo, party!
The boat itself would be a bit cramped, not anything crazy, but you are on bunk beds. And Trainwreck is definitely getting the lower bunk of whoever she sleeps with.
Mr. Fluffy makes my bed a twin bed. Wahaha.
Well, you see, actually, you get pushed off of Mr. Fluffy, and Soul sits on it.
What?
And then she smiles at you.
Oh, Mr. Fluffy, how could you? The betrayal.
With her new wings, she just kind of pushes you off. Like, this is my cloud.
Fine, she will go make a new Mr. Fluffy.
Oh no, they're multiplying.
Let's fuck it.
Well, we are back in the past, so there's a time to get some premium, top quality cumulus. This is the best time to get it.
He comes back with another one called Miss Floofay.
The clouds are in love.
I ship it.
Like
Yes,
randomly
Steven,
as
ship it if
randomly
you know
as
what
you
it was.
travel through the wasteland, like there's just a third cloud that's smaller than the other two that suddenly appears. You don't know when. You don't know why. So you get on the boat, and anything you all would do before finally departing. I will take that as a no. So, you leave to go to the other island. It's not a long trip. If anything, if you were like driving on your car, it would only take like 2 or 3 minutes tops. A boat takes a little bit longer, but nothing crazy. You reach a harbor where another suited individual, this time an Earth Pony, opens the door for you all to come out. The island itself is, much like the other one, more smokestacks, and it seems more guarded, more secure. As you get out onto the pier. So, what all would you be doing? Can you all hear me?
Reading you 5 by 5.
All right, that's good. So, what all would you all be doing?
Getting onto the boat?
I mean, we don't even know what the benefactor's new body looks like.
You
I
also
guess
know
we
he
should-
came through customs about 2 days ago and dropped a grenade and fled.
Yeah, I guess we can try and track down any local shamans. You know, at least look for information on spirits in general.
Well, why not just ask a spirit to lead us to another spirit walker then?
Also, be right back.
Barry will reach out to the local spirits and ask for directions to the nearest local shaman.
A spirit would manifest.
What?
A spirit would manifest, kind of cock its ethereal eye at you and your party before leading the way. It wouldn't take long before you'd find someone. Issue is, the spirit wants you to go into what is very clearly a prison. And it's not really like going down the main road. It's kind of like off from the side near the corner.
Great.
the main gate for this area would have your toll booth, all that whatnots, electric fence. Well, not electric fence, but like powered gate. That's the word for it. And it would be guarded. 4 guards seem to be on shift, like rotating out. So, what would you do? Approach. What?
Apparently there's a local shaman inside this facility. Any ideas, has everyone?
I'm back.
Oh yes, right. Sorry. Barry talked to Spirit. It says, "Hey, this very clearly a prison. Has a shaman inside. You can probably talk to them." The gate has 4 guards on rotation, a toll booth, and a powered gate. So. That's what you missed, Trainwreck. Yeah. Barry has asked, any ideas?
And we could try a direct approach and say we need to speak to a certain prisoner.
Well, if we're going to do that approach, someone other than me had better do the talking.
This prisoner is required for interrogation. Hand him over.
Yeah, fortunately, Trainwreck has a -1 in negotiation.
I think that's more bluff. Intimidate.
I have a 9 in that too, so.
That's fair. That's fair.
Just flash the mom badge and say we need this prisoner for interrogation.
Yeah, we don't really need to convince,
Yeah.
That is fair. So, who would be doing the talking? If that is what you do.
As Trainwreck is the biggest, then,
So Trainwreck or Misty, probably.
Yeah, Trainwreck can go ahead and do it.
As you would approach, roll perception. Trainwreck.
Okay,
One of the guards clearly rolls their eyes as they come up to meet you. What do you want now?
We're here to speak to a specific prisoner.
Name, please.
Insert name on the badge here.
Does it mean name of the prisoner or our name?
He has not stated.
And in that case, I'll just redirect the question for a moment. You said again, as someone else visited.
Yeah. This is third time this week to deal with some of your mom issue. I've had to deal with you all coming, wanting to talk to a prisoner, wanting to say this person's innocent, or throw someone in here.
Yeah, the attack in customs, has a lot of people frazzled up top.
If you really don't like dealing with this, I'm sure we can find you a line of work in Huffington or Stalingrad.
Yeah, at least it's not Zebra Town.
Yeah.
We save that for the special cases.
Alright. Which prisoner is it? Did they even tell you who they want?
I'm guessing the Spirit didn't tell us.
Well, this
Nope, they just said they're here.
We're following a. We're actually
Grenade
trying to search
dropping.
for.
while the line of questions is going on, Barry will ask the spirit if this local shaman has a name.
I'll just tell the guards that we don't know the name, but the person, the zebra we're looking for, is apparently one of those shaman types. We have the word that the person who bombed customs is also a shaman, so they might be trying to get into contact with a prisoner here.
I have given a name from according to the spirit in Roll20 chat.
Mm-hmm.
If they're connected to that,
we're searching for a zebra by the name of Vithyurna.
let me check the books. Are you a... No, he has no clue that you're a zebra. Not even, like... He thinks that you're just a other pony.
Yep, because I've used magic on everyone. Wahaha.
You have?
I was going to say that
I can re-roll it, but...
I was going to say that Trainwreck is, Trainwreck's stripes are scars, so they probably, mistook Barry for just having scars too. Very pink scars.
They saw the one thing of, they're wearing clothes. Maybe that white is just, white. They're a white pony. Ignore the zebra facial features. So, they would let you in. She is in cell 2345. Just follow the numbers in the walls. You know the whole shtick. You all would be let through and everything. And you would find, eventually, thanks to knowing exactly what number you're going for, you would find the cell passing several different ponies. Well, zebras, actually. It's mostly just zebras. But you pass several. Most of them don't look like your stereotypical criminal. You'd reach this cell eventually. A very much elderly zebra mare sitting inside. Ah, the spirits told me we'd be getting some visitors today.
Greetings, Elder. We seek out your wisdom.
And some kind ones at that. Tell me, what do you need to know? She's rhyming, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there.
Same as Barry.
Yeah.
Of course, the zebras who have a strong connection to the spirit realm find themselves rhyming a lot.
I wonder if it's connected.
Well, I may not be able to tell you the full details, though the spirits can likely fill you in on the rest. We are searching for a dangerous spirit, one whose soul is perpetually bound to this world, and steals the bodies of the living to serve his own ends. He's managed to find his way here, and we are hoping that perhaps with your wisdom and experience, you might be able to point us in the direction to sever his ties to this world, so that we may give the world a peace from the evil he brings to it.
The mayor, before you're even like halfway at the mentioning of his spirit being bound to this earth and everything, would look very worried. Best I can describe it. Standing up and everything. He's here. Now.
As much as I wish it were not true, indeed it is. Something happened to where he was being contained, and he has been freed. So now we have been at odds with him, and are trying to find a way to put his threat aside. So rather than just sealing him away again, to break his bond to this world, so that when he falls the next time, it will be the last one as well.
Yes, it's supposedly supposed to be a fool's tale. Keep the younglings from sneaking out. Well, before all this. Back when the world was united, it was just the tribes, all separated from each other, no war. It was even before that, even. Back in the earliest stages of civilization. Group of what you could call heroes, I guess. do-gooders. I
Hmm.
fought one of the stars, the only one to come down in our world at the time.
And so you're cutting in and out for me a little bit.
Yeah, it's really hard to
Sorry.
hear you.
Sorry. Back in the oldest stages of history, a group of, well, mostly zebras. There was a few griffins and a pony. Back before all this war and everything. I'm just gonna drop the accent. They fought a star. One of the only ones to have come down to our plane ever at the time. He was among them, and they left him to rot after sealing the star within him, as best you can call it that. And they sealed him away.
Because the star was dangerous?
The star hasn't spoken to you in a long while, so you're not sure if it's listening.
I mean, I wasn't asking the star. I was asking her.
Well, can you repeat what you said then? Sorry.
The star was dangerous? AKA, she's asking, why did they need to fight the star? Why did they need to seal it?
It came to our plane, wished to cleanse and burn away all that was living. Most of the stars live solely for destruction. So basically it went to end the world, as you do. They sealed it away in him, assumingly forever, sealing him away. I guess it didn't stick for long enough.
So he's one of those original heroes, corrupted by the very thing he sought to protect the world from.
According to the tales, yes. Even I'm not old enough to really know.
So, like, oh, 1 second. So, could you fight one star with another star, or?
She looks in thought, sort of. I suppose. As I said, most of the stars yearn only for, well, extinction. But I suppose.
A star of hope.
Maybe. Go south to the more tribal homelands of these islands. The rest of this cluster was inhabited, but we started out down south before, well, pony interference. No offense to the rest of your compatriots, companions, friends. I'm not sure what I would call you.
It would be hard to say exactly. given the complicated nature of our arrival. This
I won't pray. It's not my place to know.
The spirits will be able to tell you, and it can be between you and the spirits. For, well, if the spirits deign to tell you, you'll understand why.
Very well. But yes, south to the homeland on these islands. You may be able to find more there. Maybe not. I don't know.
My thanks, Elder. You honor us with your wisdom.
She nods and lets you go to do what you do. Now, since Barry kind of stole the show for a tiny bit, what would the rest of you be doing whenever you get it back outside? Anyone taking charge of leading the group to the next place? Or where that place even is?
Trying to figure out.
So he would likely be trying to talk to the star for additional information, but
Alright. How would you attempt to do that? Because the only times you've talked to it have been in, like, times of great distress. So how would you attempt to do that?
well, the real problem is that every time
about the star.
What?
Are you talking about the star in the jar, or talking to the elder about the star?
No, I'm talking about
Okay.
and the real main potential issue is that every time I've dealt with the star in a jar, I've also had to roll a taint roll. So that's what's kind of like leaving me going, we need more information, but like
the hard part is going to be, are there any towns around the area, or is trying to find a zebra laying low in an island that has a zebra prison?
Zebra prisons. I will note, Misty, this is the same facility you went to whenever you got kidnapped, just pre-war.
Okay. Well, I mean, the plus side is it means I could just teleport directly to the main office, but like, I don't see how that really helps us.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. I don't know, like, part of me is thinking, like, well, I could try to create a copy of the Master Key or something if I teleport down there, but last thing we want to do is get in huge trouble and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to try and find the benefactor,
Well, I guess the question is, do we want to try to find an isolated area so we can talk to the star in a jar, or... Because it might be able to sense the other star. So if the spirit is like part star because it was sealed in him, sort of thing, we could potentially use the star in a jar as in, hey, give us the automatically auto-adjusting map signal for finding our next quest point, aka the benefactor. Like,
I was
that's
figuring we could try and. Are there any residential areas on these islands?
There would be very few.
Because that's the only place I can really think to look for any rumors or stuff like that.
This island, let me pull up my map, pop my leg as I do so. Sorry, I had to turn off my fan before I did that. This island would be mostly prison. And this is like a this is a post-war map, so I think. Most of the prisons would have a rough establishment around them, a city of some degree. There are roads with road signs saying, "Hey, this city that way." If that out like a few miles, not 1,000 miles, but like a mile or so that way. Because it's bigger than the previous island you were on, in the sense that it's longer and a tiny bit skinny. So there are like cities and whatnot you could go to. And the example of one a mile that way is an actual example from where you're at.
Yeah, let's just try and head to the nearest town or city. You know, we need to find out where he's hiding, so...
And when we're done with that, we should probably go to where the elder pointed us. It could be one of the best chances that we've had in a while to find a clue to bring this bastard down for good.
Mm. All right then.
As you would head south, you would go along the railroad for a little bit, but pretty soon enough you would come to another city, another prison, though it's on the other end of town this time, but it's a city. The name I will put in Roll20, and this is skyscrapers and whatnot style city. Not very many skyscrapers, like one or two, and they're the most lavish buildings in town. The rest of it's pretty normal, honestly, just your average town.
I guess if Pepsi's, if Barry's the lead, doesn't go anywhere, we can just try and ask around. Checking any taverns, suspicious people, etc.
I can say that would be perception or survivalism to try and track somebody down.
Well, we don't really have anything to track. It's just, going to it's a place that's like a hotbed for information. And never mind, I failed.
Like, hey, have you seen this person? No. Alright, I give up.
Have you seen this man?
Did you check one of the prisons? But...
I'm gonna have to mute for now on. I'll post in Roll20.
Alright. So, Yeah, roll perception to try and see what all you can find on this dude. See if anyone's seen anything.
No, because I'm still busy thinking about that snare in a jar.
You're contemplating heavily.
I just will say that I have the weirdest luck, so you might not want to roll that while I'm around.
Six and 6. So Masher and Barry again. Well, not again. I mean, Barry again, but Masher again. You pass barely by the skin of your teeth. The hair on your back, all that whatnot. Masher would hear of someone who keeps people like, well, ponies, ponies, zebras, the lot, helps them blend in, kind of gets the occasional druggie, like, away from cops if he's, like, sold something, or this or that. As for Barry, she would hear about a zebra down near the pub kind of acting like he owns the place and heading north from there yesterday.
Well, with an attitude like that, certainly sounds like him.
You're currently coming in from the north train wreck, so...
No.
So, about how far are we relatively from where the spot that the elder pointed us out to go look?
That is on a different island, which would be... Let me look at the map. Figure out how many miles.
So, a different island altogether.
Yes, you would be... upwards of, because I realized just how broken my my scale of the island previously was. 18 miles, and you don't have a car, so. But that's on this island, and then you have to cross water. So.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but in our own time, the island that we need to go to for this spot is one of those ones that it's not a place we really want to go if we value breathing. If I'm not mistaken, that is. Just
explain why.
Because I remember you mentioning that the southernmost island was a very dangerous and deadly place, that there was nothing there.
That is the island that is a dangerous place. And it's not that there's nothing there, it's just a very dangerous place. With the occasional innervation field.
At the same time, considering how you have the map orientated, it is so damn confusing.
That is true. Because it's harder to, capture it properly. And I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Oh, I thought we were all staring at the inside of this facility still.
Oh, yeah, you are. I just don't have the map there yet. It's on paper.
Oh, okay.
And I have to describe it.
Or or worst case scenario, we can always take care of it. Take care of it next session.
Oh, what time is it? 10:51.
Yeah, it's getting dangerously close to that time.
It's getting to 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm at. But is that like 12 for you?
It's 10 for me, but I do need to work in the morning.
Well, you did just arrive in this town. You have a few leads. This could be a good place to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a map set up for this town.
And for the other area because with the things like things like innervation fields and whatnot, I'm pretty sure we should be going to this place while we're still in the past.
Yes, I will get maps set up. Technically, the innervation fields are on this island that you're currently on in the future, in the present, whatever. And the other island has its own all whack jab stuff that you don't know about.
So, yeah. Best to, while we're here, take care of this island hopping and information gathering while we have the opportunity to have it a smidge less likely in us dying.
Yeah. So, with that, we can continue an out-of-game talk, as is usual. And I'll handle this better by, giving better cliff notes. Well, actually, Misty pretty well covered things.
Horse.
Because I do like role-playing, and I can form my thoughts better in out-of-game talk, usually. So, I will talk to you all later. Pour myself a glass of Pepsi. Commit cannibalism. Well, it's technically drinking, but...
If you liquefy it, it's still cannibalism.
I will talk to you all later. I hope you all enjoyed. XP. I'm not sure how I'll do XP, seeing as you're not going to do nearly as much combat. You'll still do the occasional bit of combat here in the past, but it's not going to be as much, so I'm probably going to heavily emphasize skill checks for your XP going forward, at least in the past.
Mm-hmm. We can worry about that once we're off stream.
That is true. So I will talk to you all later.
And to everyone who came to watch, I hope you all enjoyed. And this was a pretty good session. And still, we have definitely officially jumped the shark since considering where/when we are.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.